welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today we are going to be doing a 12 by 12 layout using primarily just this 6 by 6 paper pad from the collection Wander from My Mind's Eye. And I am going to be scrapbooking this picture here of the Smoky Mountains from a trip my family and I took back in 2018 to Gatlinburg. So you may see a lot of layouts with that vacation, but what I've done so far, each layout's been quite different. So I'm quite pleased with that. In my mind, when I started, I thought it would probably be, you know, all the greens and kind of the hiking, everything, but I've really been able to mix it up quite a bit. So this one here, the picture, I am just going to back with white cardstock there, and then back it again with that yellow striped 6 by 6 paper, and keep the scraps, because what you will see of the layout, I will be using quite a few scraps throughout the layout. So there is the picture. I kind of wanted it off-centered, didn't really want it completely in the middle, so that's kind of where it's going to be. And as you're going to see, I am going to cut out the 6 by 6 papers into triangles. I saw a layout like this on, I think, Instagram or Pinterest, one of the two. I've been spending a lot of time on both of them lately, trying to get some inspiration. So I am just going to cut out a bunch of different triangles with the different papers and different sizes, and make a horizontal line across the paper with the triangles. So it actually probably takes quite a bit. I probably could have cut some of this out when I was editing the video, but I did not. What I did cut out, though, I didn't make you watch me tape every single piece down. But it was kind of fun just to use, you know, the different pattern papers. You know, some of them I wouldn't use normally, I guess you could say. There's one in the kit that has like pink scooters, and luckily the 6 by 6 pad was double-sided, and so the scooters are on the back side of that light green cloud paper. But since that word paper on the left hand side of the layout has some pink in it, I actually did use some of the scooter paper later on just to give it some extra colors. So right there I am using my triangle punch. That strip of paper was a little small. It didn't cut the entire triangle out of that, so what I did is I just put it on the edge where it didn't matter anyways, and then just made my own triangles once I realized that that paper was a little too thin for the punch. So again, just layer upon layer of different sized triangles, different heights, different widths, and just made it, you know, it's a picture of the mountains, so why not make the layout look like mountains as well. So there's some smaller ones to come off the bottom. So it does look like, you know, I'm not, the picture's not centered, and neither are the, going top to bottom, neither are the triangles there. So I really didn't need any big ones on the bottom. So primarily the big ones happen just to be, you know, going up towards the top. So I think there's a couple more that, you know, I trim and place on there. So funny thing is that one I just placed down there, I made it so you could see the Explore. You know, I cut it just right so that whole word was on there, and as you'll see at the end, I completely covered it up by accident. So there's the scooter paper I was talking about. So, you know, just added a little bit just to bring that pink in as well, since it is in the on the paper with all the words in it. And so I'm just looking back. I wanted more of that yellow. but I must have used the other 6x6 page in a different layout, so I didn't have another one of the yellow striped papers. And then what I did is that the collection, when I bought it, came with a pack of journal cards. And so I knew I wanted to journal about the picture, about the hike up to get the picture, and that kind of stuff. So I wanted a journal card that had a lot of room for writing. So I found that the pack actually comes with 24 double-sided journal cards. So there was plenty for me to choose from, but I did just like that one because I had a lot of room to write about my adventures. So just, once I have them all placed, just looking for, if I needed more layers or whatnot. So as you can see, like I said, that explore is still visible there, but when I go to embellish, I accidentally covered it up. So I think now I am just looking for some more scraps. I wanted some right above the picture and kind of like right below the picture. So this was a backside. It was like what's it called? A scene, and I wouldn't use it normally, so I just cut the moon off the top and then found this paper too. Just used as many scraps as I could find with the paper pad and just utilized it and made as many triangles as I could. So again, just layering some more, and I think I do one more, maybe not. So yeah, I do one more on the top left. So you could see that it skipped out. I taped everything down. When I taped everything down, I wanted to add a couple more. So the top left of the actual picture and then the bottom right of the picture, I added a couple of small ones. And then you can see there, the collection came with those pins, the enamel pins. I haven't used them yet, and now that I put it on this layout, I may not use them anymore. Unless somebody has a suggestion on how to get it so it doesn't raise. So it's not, the back of the pin makes the paper, raise off like a flat surface way too much, more than I would like. So I don't know, I may not use them in a layout unless I can figure out maybe cut the actual pin off and try and glue it. Not sure. So some work there with those pins that I need. And then you can see this is where I cover up that explorer. So I put the travel ephemera there next to the pin, and you can kind of see it's a little messy, but you can see all of the different ephemera that came with the kit as well. So just going through that, seeing if anything goes, if I like it. I messed around with the moon and the stars at the top, but it's a daytime picture, so I didn't really like the moon at the top. So just messing around, seeing what looks good, because the top and a little bit of the bottom is quite blank. That's normally not my style, I guess, but didn't like any of the ephemera there. So I think what I decided to do is some of the Distress Oxide. So picking out the colors here, and it seems like it's been a theme in all of my layouts lately with the colors that I've been choosing. So again, I chose the Tattered Rose, the Fossilized Amber, and the Hickory Smoke. So a light pink, a mustardy yellow, and the gray. So just swiped it down on that piece of plastic that I keep, added some water, and I'm just going to cover up the layout so I don't get it on everything. And as you can see, you saw me pull a drawer out, so right in front of my desk I have drawers that I keep stuff in. So that one happened to have my scraps for this kind of thing. So I'm just gonna do the splatters top and bottom. I started with the Fossilized Amber, and once I'm done here, I don't make you sit through the other two colors. So I do skip ahead there. So that is towards the final product. So I have those stickers that you can see me looking at. I got them from scrapbook.com, I believe, a little while ago. So they're watercolor stickers all about Tennessee and Gatlinburg and the Smoky Mountains. So I am very pleased with those. Didn't decide to use them on this layout, but as you'll see in my next layout share, I did use a couple of them in other layouts. So again, just finishing touches here, and found a couple star stickers. Yes, I took them away from before, but decided to add them just there just to fill in that space. Not many splatters in that space, so I just wanted to fill that in a little bit. So gluing those down, and I think that completes the layout. So you can see the splatters better in the close-ups coming up, and thanks for watching, guys.